Come, Gary. Let's find ourselves a battery somewhere. Did he just do the moonwalk? Ahoy kids! Today we will embark on a fun and wholesome adventure in a mental institution, full of lonely people looking for some friends. And friends we will be. That's right, we're playing the fresh new game called Outlast. Oh, it's 12 years old. What? Is this game considered old now? Wait, am I old? Well, let's ignore the cold touch of death waiting to claim me and begin. We play as Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter doing some investigative reporting on an anonymous tip about some shady stuff going on in Mount Massive Asylum, owned by Murkoff Corporation. Like a true degenerate YouTuber, we just roll to the front door with nothing but a camcorder to shoot the best home video the world has ever seen. The fact that the front door is closed, nobody is picking up a phone, and it's potentially full of crazy lunatics running amok has never stopped anybody in any horror fiction like ever, so off we go. After the long drive, the first thing I wanted to do is take a piss. But apparently the only restroom is already occupied by a rude person who slams the door shut right into my face. Maybe he had too much Taco Bell and really needed it, so I'll have to look elsewhere. And here's our first mystery of what the fuck has happened here. I think the guy was collecting all those heads, but couldn't find the very last, very rare foil head to complete the set, so he impaled himself in frustration.
Another mystery solved, another caper foiled.
And I am running off to look for a restroom. Alas, this one is occupied too. Time to meet my first new friend, who was so happy to see me he accidentally threw me to the floor below. Don't worry friend, I know you didn't mean to. I also meet a local priest, Father Martin, who will be gracious enough to provide me guidance throughout the game. Because he thinks I'm some sort of an apostle, apparently. I got to meet some friendly locals, even joined some of them to watch a new episode of my favorite show, The Blood Splatter on Static. Honestly, after the third season it becomes a bit stale. Eventually I find a security room and try using it to check some important stuff. But the power goes out and I am interrupted by my new big friend. I promise I'll hang out with him later and run to the basement to restore the power, because important stuff I needed to check absolutely cannot wait. Down there I meet another inmate and play some hide and seek with him. The power is back up, so I rush back to the computer. Oh, for fuck's sake, can I get a little bit of privacy in this place? And what is that? Ebola? Or was it some sort of banned substance? Because I feel kinda funny now. And what's up with that supernatural shit? Is it Alma? I'm pretty sure it's Alma. I wake up in a cell with no recollection of how I got there and a mysterious pain in my anus. Father Martin also left me my camera, but I'm too scared to watch the recording. Some questions are best to be left unanswered. I meet some more friendly locals. And there are probably two of the most iconic characters in this game, the twins. They proceed to discuss which part of me they want to eat.
I want his tongue and liver. They are yours.
As flattered as I am, I'm kinda attached to my liver, so let's try not to get too close to those guys. Still, so far all those people are chill with me. Hey. You're beautiful. You're so beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So I think we all can be friends, as long as they're not too hungry. Sorry? I'm sorry? Everywhere I go, I find directions written in bright red paint by Father Martin. As we will later learn, he does want me to leave for some reason, though I'm not sure why he couldn't just take me with him in the very beginning. Truly, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
God damn it! What the fuck is the matter with you? You weren't invited to this, you goddamn sicko!
Sorry.
You let me watch? It's sick. You're sick.
I'm sorry. This guy really dislikes loud people, apparently.
I'd like you to stay quiet.
And here's my big buddy again. His name is Chris Walker, and it turns out it was him who collected all of those heads. Strange hobby, but who am I to judge? And there's just a guy like having the best time of his life. From here on out, people I meet will start to get more aggressive, and I'll have to run for my dear life pretty much all the time. First, I meet the creepy twins.
My God, he vanished. Vanished without a trace. I detect sarcasm.
Me too.
There's no intention. He thinks we're assholes. Or stupid. Let's pull him in and slit his belly open. Wait. Just a moment.
Then, Chris Walker barges in to join the fun. I'm not ready to become a part of his head collection, so I run and... Well, now, I not only need a bathroom, I also need a shower. Imagine the smell. Chris is very persistent though, so no time for sightseeing. I gotta say, I started this channel to enjoy games with other people, even if just as viewers, but I might have picked the wrong game to do it, because apparently Outlast fanbase is, let's just say, peculiar. I feel like this guy would be a great fit in a place like this, whoever he is. Anyway, guess what time it is? That's right, it's Chris Walker time. All his sequences are often more intense than regular inmates, because on Nightmare difficulty he always kills you right away, if he gets to. And he's much faster than you'd think for a guy his size. He chases me throughout the sewers like a shark after a girl on her period, and I have a feeling he will never stop to do so up until the very end. Peaceful inmates around here are not so bad as Chris, but they do like to play pranks on you, so try not to turn your back on them. I mean, fuck you! You motherfucker! But not all of them are peaceful. Meet my two biggest fans. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. This is one of the longest and most stressful chase scenes in the game. Those guys just don't stop. What? I thought I'm safe, but no, they keep coming after me, but at the very last moment I'm saved by a friendly face. Finally. Meet Dr. Traeger. The good doctor straps me to a chair and gives me a tour, surely with something good waiting for me at the end of it. Oh, the exit is so close. Should have left when I still had a chance, I guess. It's so close.
And take a stroll. Go ahead, I'll wait here. Go on, run free. I'm in no hurry. No? No. Nose to the grindstone, I like that. Okay,
Funny guy.
then, right this way.
We're going to be friends.
Thanks so much for coming by. We'll begin your consultation in a moment. It'll just need a second to wash up and, movies. And it'll give us a chance to talk. You know, I'm a bit worried how much time you've been spending with Father Martin. I hope you haven't been letting him confuse you with all his holier-than-thou Bible thumping. No offense to the man, but I sometimes worry he might just be a little bit crazy.
Apparently the guy doesn't like Father Martin very much. I wonder why. I can't say he likes me either, because what happens next is his best attempt at recreating the scene from first Hostel movie. On the bright side, I feel about 2 fingers lighter now, which means I can run faster. And I will need that, because Traeger is one relentless son of a bitch. Out of all enemies in Outlast, including DLC, he's the one I've died from the most. You can't survive 1 hit from him, at least, and you have lots of places to run and hide from him, but every one of his patients starts screaming and calling him as soon as they see you, and you do need to move him away from this barricaded door, because he likes to patrol right next to it, and you need a lot of time to open it. Shit. Behind the door, I finally find an unoccupied restroom. Oh, it feels so good. I'm in heaven. But the good doctor doesn't have a sense of privacy. And here I just get stuck in the doorframe and die from cringe. Another attempt, and I'm able to make my way to the elevator, but Traeger is like a Terminator and just don't... Oh. Well, I didn't know you that long, dear Traeger, but I will cherish the memories of our times together forever. I meet probably the only sane person in this place who decided to burn it all down. Can't blame him, really. I would do the exact same thing. Apparently Murkoff was conducting some kind of a fucked up experiment on the inmates, mutilating them and turning most of them into crazed psychos, even if they weren't completely out of it before. For what end, that's what we'll have to figure out. After one more hide-and-seek game with our old buddy Chris, I turn the water sprinklers on to put out the flames, sorry dude, and finally reach the exit. Oh, sweet freedom. Now I can go home to shut myself in and never come out outside ever again. Or so I thought, until it became apparent that we are still behind the walls, and escape is nowhere in sight yet. There's a whole kinda cool section outside where I have to navigate in a complete darkness, illuminated by the flashes of lightning from time to time, trying to use my batteries as little as possible. Nightmare difficulty only allows me to carry 2 at a time, and they are generally more scarce, that's why I don't use night vision on my camera that often. Hi Chris? Bye Chris? Oh, and there is a ghost now, looks like. That thing was something called Project Wallrider, and is the reason all hell broke loose in this place to begin with. So we yet to figure out what it actually is. But it's not Alma. I miss my girl. I saw Blair Witch, I'm not getting anywhere near you, dude. Stay where you are. For the next section I have to locate 3 fuses. The first one is unguarded, the other 2 not so much. The second fuse is guarded by this chill guy who doesn't care about me or my rude manners at all. Sorry. Please excuse me. Until I steal his fuse. It's his precious, I understand. And I have to run from him and his friend to get another one, which falls to the floor below. After getting all 3 I can proceed, but there's no rest for the wicked, because I enter a wrong room. No, sorry, wrong door? Those brothers are the creepiest ones in the game. They refuse to run after you, so they only menacingly walking towards you in total silence, with their meat cleavers and their peepees unsheathed.
It's sick. You're sick.
Which only adds to the creepiness factor. Still, I easily juke them and run away just to stumble and drop my camera. Now I feel just as naked as those 2. I don't have to be without it for long though, and after finding it and running for life yet again and again, I reach the local event hall. Absolute cinema. More twins, this time only the better half of them. Yes, I have my preference. Oh hey dude, I see you've lost your pants. Let's help Dora find his pants. Where are they? Do you know where they are? What about you, sir? Here they are. And here is Father Martin doing a ritualistic self-sacrifice to... well, I still don't get it. Apparently he wants to free Wallrider, but I'm not sure how burning himself on a cross would help to achieve that. Beats me. Also, the twins are my butlers now. Nice. I will call you Gregory, and you will be Sebastian. I'm done with this place, time to escape. But I guess this place is not done with me. Instead, I find an underground research facility full-on Resident Evil style. My buddy Chris also finds his way in this place, but his life was cut short by our friendly ghost Casper here, who now wants to do the same with me. And I find the brain behind the whole operation, a former Nazi scientist Rudolf Wernicke. Okay kids, exposition time. Dr. Wernicke was conducting a small school science project called the Morphogenic Engine, engine, which allowed them to drug and torture inmates to then put them in a catatonic state of lucid dreaming. The goal was to make them able to control a swarm of nanites. Yes, it wasn't a ghost all alone. It was a cloud of nanomachines psychically controlled by the one person they managed to succeed with, called Billy, who now broke loose and wants to murder Wernicke in gratitude for all the torture stuff. He thought of Wernicke as his daddy for some reason and tried to protect him. So all of it is just a CIA, Nazi, scientist bullshit gone wrong. And they would have gone away with it too, if it weren't for us meddling kids. I've tried to tell Billy I'm not a Nazi scientist and just want to get the fuck out, but he wouldn't listen, so I had to run around the facility to push some buttons and finally release the poor guy out of his misery. It's finally over. Chris is dead, Billy is dead, Traeger is dead, brothers are my butlers, so nothing stands between me and my freedom anymore.
A host.
The end. Well, at least for the main game. There's also a notorious DLC called Whistleblower.
You don't have to wake up, but open your eyes.
What's the matter? Somebody hit you? Here. Let me help you.
Andrew, you getting these alerts?
Kind of busy here.
It sounds like real trouble. At the engine, they said Hope made a lateral ascension.
What do you hope? They're not happy about it?
No.
Shit. Shit. Come on.
Those girls seem to be so happy being married. I wish I was happily married. But this place is full of dudes, so I guess I'll have to be a bride then. Oh fuck, who are you?
Park. They've paged for you 3 times already. There's something urgent at the engine. What are you doing in here anyway?
I was working, I swear.
You were just a software guy.
Hey, you won't tell anybody, right? This time, we play as a software engineer contractor, was so appalled with everything he's seen during the couple of months working here that he decided to write a letter to a journalist. Yes, that very same letter from the beginning of the game, which led to Miles investigating the place. For now, the story takes us back to the happy days, when the asylum was still secure and everybody went around happy and alive, doing their torture stuff without a worry in the world. But everything goes awry rather quickly for us, when our boss finds out that I've been playing dating sim games instead of working. So they do the only reasonable thing to do with a person like myself. They put a straitjacket on me and throw me in with other inmates. They're gonna pray the anime away. But I'm not going to give up my love for 2D boobs that easy. So as soon as I see a big cloud of nanobots tearing the place apart, I take my chance and run. It's time to do what I always wanted and find myself a perfect husband, while this place still have some alive people left. So welcome to the dating game. Tonight I'm your host and I would like you to welcome our beautiful bachelorette. She likes to play dating sims, working as a software engineer in sketchy underground facilities and long walks in the evening. And for our first bachelor contender, we have this guy. He likes to be a hero and always ready to give a helping hand to a lady in need. Let's see if he will be able to impress our star today.
I'll open you up and show you. You wait right there.
Oh sure. Thank you, good sir. The asylum is in a total disarray. Billy is flying around killing everyone, inmates are rounding up all of the personnel to thank them for the wonderful treatment they received. It's fun times all around. There is no slow start this time around, everybody's trying to kill me from the get-go, so we play the Sprinter Simulator again.
Bad idea. We get out of here through reception, and then Merc Tactical clean it up.
If they get here in time, we need help now. If we get them on the radio, the National Guard could be here with it.
We don't even know the radio works.
It's shortwave. If the prison's got electricity, they've got signal, and the lights are on.
Guess my best chance to escape this place would be to find the radio. Though, considering the events of the main game, I wouldn't get my hopes up about it. The exit is yet again so close, yet so far away. And I still need to find a husband, so it's too early to leave anyway. Speaking of which, our bachelorette didn't like our first contender, so welcome the second brave person to try and win her heart. His name is Frank Antonio Manera. He's a little bit shy, but nothing brings him more happiness than enjoying an exquisite romantic meal with a person he truly loves. Let's see if he's up to the task.
Don't you look at us. I love him.
You do? I mean, if that's how you express your love. Frank tries to impress me right away with his cooking skills. But I accidentally mess it up, so now he's pissed. I don't want an abusive husband, so I run from him. And again. And some more running. Until I end up outside in a freaking Silent Hill. Sorry Frank, it never meant to be. This time around the outside section is even worse. Even though it's not as dark, but thanks to the fog as thick as Chun-Li tights, you cannot see anything anyway and the camera only makes things worse. I watch a blind guy trying to make a shot but failing miserably, and meet our old friends, the twins. They're not very interested in me though, so I just went past them, enjoyed a friendly game of basketball with those guys and went straight back to the asylum. I'm not leaving until I see the ring on that finger, damn it. Oh, that's nice. They're training jiu-jitsu to stay in shape. Good for them. I find the radio, but before I can call for help, my stupid boss breaks it, that piece of shit, and even tries to strangle me. But Chris Walker makes a cameo appearance and saves the day. I also meet Father Martin preparing his artsy messages for Miles. There are so many cameos that I feel like I'm watching a new Marvel movie or something. Back outside for a bit, and I stumble across this. Well, I guess it's still healthier than playing anime dating sims, so I'm not in a position to judge him.
It's sick. You're sick.
I get chased again, this time by another competitive bride, looks like. Does he now?
Give him other flesh, and he spares ours. Fucking idiot. He delivered his own self to Gluskin's hell.
And welcome our third and last contender for tonight, Mr. Gluskin. He is true gentleman by heart, a skilled surgeon and even has a hobby as a tailor, so he can make a wedding dress for his chosen girl. And he wants to prove how serious his attentions are by proposing to our bachelorette straight away. What a twist! Let's see if it will be enough to win over her heart. This motherfucker is notorious. I haven't played the DLC before making this video, but I saw several scenes involving him, because it was truly shocking how brutal they were, especially for a mainstream game back in the day. This dude really wants a bride, but there's a problem, there are no girls around. So he catches all the men around and performs a procedure on them, involving a knife and a chainsaw. Obviously no one can survive that, so he's still single and looking, and right now I'm his target.
Wait for me.
Oh shit! He relentlessly pursues me until I have no choice but to hide in this locker. That does end up to be a mistake though, and now I'm in his hands. What follows is probably one of the most graphic scenes in video game history, and I've played a lot of very violent games over the years, so it's hard to get under my skin. I guess that's it then. We have no way out of this, so I finally found myself a husband. Well, you ask and you shall receive. But wait, what a twist! A friendly inmate decides to save me at the last moment. I have no idea what happens with him after that, but I hope he managed to escape. This place doesn't deserve to claim a hero like him. Glaskin doesn't give up though, and chases me to the end until I fall pretty badly and break my leg. Now I have to run away from him while limping. Good thing he's a gentleman and doesn't try to run that often. And this is, well, his collection of failed brides, I guess. Also, how many basketball courts does this place have? He finally catches up to me for the second time, but some sort of divine intervention saves me again.
We could have been beautiful.
We were. Oh well, I guess I won't find myself a husband tonight. But you know what? There are still plenty more fish in the sea. Never give up on love. After that I limp to the exit, witnessing the results of Miles' actions along the way, as well as Murkoff's special forces running around and killing anybody unlucky enough to survive this far. I even find my boss again.
No one can know. No one. Oh God! Oh Christ in heaven! How to get out? No! No! Please! No!
Yeah, take that, you greedy corporate bastard. Oh, daylight. Reminds me of the final scene in From Dusk Till Dawn. Somehow I survive and safely drive away. I guess the moral of the story is that nanomachines are better than people. Thanks, Billy. And outside I decided to publicize all of the proofs I had about what Murkoff was doing to make sure no amount of lawyers would be able to get them out of that mess. The end. For real this time. I wonder how twins are doing. I think they have survived the whole ordeal. And I never saw Frank dying too. Maybe we'll get a cooking simulator spin-off with them in the future. Oh.